Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how I manage money, and I'm going to also show you a little technique that will make the process a lot easier for you. Now, I was mostly inspired to do this video because of so many people around me that I've noticed that were affected since the pandemic started, and many other reasons, many other things that travelers run into. So in this video, I personally am a digital nomad. So if you are a traveler, or you are a digital nomad, or you are at home in the US, Australia, UK, wherever you live in the world, if you're in Vietnam like I am, wherever you are, this will be useful to you, so watch till the end. I'm gonna make this very quick. So, first of all, there are some common mistakes that I've noticed that a lot of people make. Is that first, they spend more than they earn, so that's the first mistake. So if you are spending more money than you're earning, obviously there's no way you have room to make any changes in your life, and you'll never move forward. So the first step is to either increase your income or decrease your expenses. So you have to do one of those two things. If you can do both, that'll be amazing. So if you want to learn how to actually increase your income, I have this video on different ways you can make money online, and also if you want to learn how to decrease your expenses, you could first of all downsize everything you have, if that's an option you want, or you can do what I did, which is move to another country that actually moved my expenses from, quite a bit to only $1,200 a month living here in Da Nang, Vietnam. If you want to check out this video, check this out too. I have a cost of living video here in Da Nang, Vietnam. So those are just two simple things you can do. There are many things you can do, but those are two simple things you can do: increase your income or lower your expenses. And the next mistake is that people have no system. So if you have no system for what you want your money to do when you earn it, it will control you and you will not control your money. So first of all, you want to take control over what your money does when you receive it. And so people have no system, which actually makes the process a lot easier. So I'm gonna actually show you what system I use and what I do with my money whenever I earn $1, what I do with it every single time. So let's go. All right, so as you'll see in the spreadsheet, I did this in Google Docs. All right, so you can go to just Google Docs, or if you want to use Excel, whatever the software of your choice. But I just made a simple spreadsheet here, and what you'll see is that I've created a simple table. All right, this took me like five minutes to create. I just had the idea, and then I decided, let me just create a spreadsheet. It'll make it a lot easier. Now, the idea behind this spreadsheet came from the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. All right, here, I'll put a picture of it here. It's from T. Harv Eker, and I read this book over 10 years ago, I believe, and it was a game changer. All right, so what you'll notice is that if you go read this book, what he talks about is using what's called the jar method. So let's say you earn $1. All right, so you earn that dollar. He tells you basically how your money should be split up. So when you earn $1, your money should be going into different jars. All right, so he tells you that it should go into necessities, learning. So your money should be broken down into different sections of what you want to do in your life. So mine is modeled after his, but my jars, which you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jars, all right? According to his book, basically it would be as if you had coins as a kid and you had to put your money into different jars every time you earn money. But in this case, you'll see I have 6. That was my choice, all right? I'm gonna show you how I do mine, and then you will do yours however you would like it, and make it fit your lifestyle. So first thing you'll see is that I've created this spreadsheet to automate the process, because before, whenever I earned money, I would have to get on my phone and get the calculator and multiply and find the numbers with my calculator. Now I've just created this spreadsheet, which I'm gonna show you how to create by the end of this video. So let's get into it. So the first thing I do when I earn $1, all right, so we're gonna pick an income. All right, let's say I earned $1,000 this month. All right, now some of you guys are earning $5,000, some of you guys are earning $500. This is not my actual income, but I'm gonna say, to keep it simple, nice round number, $1,000. All right, And if you're traveling the world and if you're in Southeast Asia, actually you can live on 1,000. So that's not too low of a number. If you earn 100,000 in 1 month, you can do this too. So, if you are earning that much money, you probably do this already. So, let's say I earned $1,000. I'm gonna input 1,000. All right, as you'll see, the total income is 1,000. Enter, and you'll see, automatically, everything is already broken down for me. Now, the first thing you'll see is that what I do with my money is I take the tax out. All right, because I'm not earning money from a company that's already paying the taxes on my behalf. All right, I am self-employed, so I'm responsible for my taxes. Now, if you are earning money from a company and the taxes are taken care of for you, then skip this step. You can just jump straight in here and go to net income. But I personally, I put this here, and then depending on your tax bracket, you may need to take out 15%, you may need to take out more, whatever it is. For me, 30% covers what I actually will need to be paying. So I've set it up so that 30%, the moment I get $1,000, 30% goes into another account. All right? Now, before we go forward, each one of those is a separate bank account. All right? Now, and I do recommend that you do have different bank accounts, because that's another mistake that people make, is that they have all of their money in one checking account. The moment they get paid that $1,000, whether they have to pay bills, whatever they have to do, the whole 1,000 is in that account. So what happens is you go to Walmart or you go online and you see something you like, and you look and you see, after a few days of getting paid, you see $970 in there, and you're like, well, I have the money, so I can buy this $500 TV. No, that's because the money is there in front of you, so you're getting tempted. All right? So what you want to do is get that money out of your sight so you don't even see it, so you don't think you have more money than you actually have. So the moment you get $1, and I do this for every dollar, it doesn't matter what it is. If I get a payment from, I don't know, an affiliate source, and let's say I get $10 paid out to me somewhere, all right? That $10, I break it down. I don't say, okay, this is insignificant, I'm just gonna leave that $10 and spend it on whatever I want. No, you have to be disciplined. So I take that $10 and I put it in there, and then I split it out evenly everywhere, all right? So for every dollar you earn, it doesn't have to be significant. Please do that, because it will make the process so much easier for you. So as you'll see, I take out the tax. So that means I actually earned, really, for myself, $700. From that $700, what I do is I take out 50%. I've decided, I've broken everything down, and I've decided I want to have 50% of my income to spend on whatever I want for necessities. So rent, food, whatever I need to live. All right? So a lot of people who have watched my cost of living video have said, oh, you're in Southeast Asia, you could live for a lot less than you're living. I say, yeah, I know. But I have set it up that way so I can actually afford to get the apartment I like. All right? Because my 50% covers that. So my 50% covers everything I actually pay for. So yeah, so that's my number, 50%. So 50% of that is gonna go towards paying rent, food, and both me and Christina do this. All right, so you'll see 50%. Now I don't actually earn $1,000. This is an example, so don't look at this number and say 350 is not enough for this apartment. It is not. This is just an example number. So 350 would actually go towards the apartment. So if that was my income, then I would have an apartment that's probably $200. So 10% goes to emergency. All right. So first, this money goes to a necessities account. All right. And when I say create a different account, I do mean create a different account. And even though your banker will look at you funny when you say you want to open up 6 different accounts, do it. All right. They're not used to doing this because most people are not doing the things that they need to do to manage the money the way people who have a lot of money manage their money, all right? So I know some people have a lot of money and they manage it with having just one savings and one checking, but I'm telling you, the mind space that I get, ooh, it's hot. All right. The peace of mind that I get from doing this, you will not regret it and you can thank me later. So next thing is emergency, all right? So you want to have an emergency fund, an account where you put money in there every month until you have at least 3 months of living expenses. So if your living expenses, so here, if you are spending $500 or no, that's not realistic. Let's say a regular person, you're spending $1,500 a month, all right? Let's say you're spending $1,500 a month. You need to have 1,500 times 3. So you need in a savings account $4,500. All right? This is how much you actually need in that account, just in case, at least just in case something happens. You lose your job, your income is affected somehow, you can't work anymore. You have at least a certain amount of money, emergency money, to pay for your living, while until you get another job or you start bringing your income back up. All right. So an emergency fund, I personally put in about 10% every month into that emergency fund. Now I say at least 3 to 6 months. All right. At least. That depends on your level of risk tolerance. So if you feel like, I can just have 3 months, and if I lose my income, I'm not gonna get too stressed out about my living situation, because you have a higher risk tolerance, then do you. That's fine. Some people, they want at least 6 months, some a year. All right. So whatever amount you want to have in there, please make sure it's at least 3 months. You can have a year or more. If you can have 2 years worth of emergency money, in hand, that'll be much better. That means you can actually lose your job and live for 2 years without having to go find a way to make more money. So whatever you want, make it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, or 2 years, whatever you decide. Make sure you're building that account to that specific amount that you'll need if something were to happen. Now, for example, when this pandemic started and we had a visa, but we couldn't renew it because we couldn't get out of the country to do a visa run, we had to pay more than we thought for the visas, for the extension, for a 3-month extension. It was more than we thought. So what did we do? We went into the emergency account and paid it there. It was an emergency. We didn't expect to have to spend that money that month. All right. So we go into the emergency account. It's there as a bailout account. All right. So you don't have to be calling your friends and family in case you have an issue. So the next account is going to be your freedom. Or no, not yours. Mine, I have a freedom account, which I do recommend, which would be the account which, if you have debt, that's the account you'd be using. It's basically the freedom account. It's your financial freedom account, which is helping you become free in the future financially. All right. So if you have debt, that's the account that you're using to pay off your debt. And if you're done paying your debt and you want to start investing after you pay off your debt, or whatever you want to do with it, that would be the account that you're using to pay off debt and investing, if you want to, which I do recommend that you invest, especially if you're young. Is the time to get started. A lot of people wait too long. So yes, investment and paying off your debt will be covered in the financial freedom account. And if those are taken care of and you want to build a business, that could be funding your business too, the freedom account, anything that's building your financial freedom for the future. So 10% of my money goes into a freedom account. Travel. All right. Like I said, I'm a traveler. I'm a digital nomad. So I don't live at home where I come from. Therefore, my plan is to take trips at least 4 times a year, and every 3 months or so. That's my plan, to go somewhere different. Obviously this year is a little different, but the plan is to go somewhere different every 3 months for us at the moment, and 10% of our income covers that. All right. So 10% of my money goes into a travel account. So that money stays there until there is a flight that needs to be booked and an Airbnb to be booked. then we'll use that money, and then it will probably go down to a certain level. But every month we keep filling it up. So if you don't go on a trip and that money is adding up, you don't take it and say, okay, I'm gonna use it to have fun. No, keep it in the travel account. So if you end up with a lot more money than you expected to have in there, then you can take a nicer trip if you'd like. Whatever you want to do with it, but you've earned it. So that money should stay in that account. Don't eat it and keep it for that purpose. Be disciplined when you're using this method. And fun, all right? So you should not be working and working and working with no fun. I know a lot of my friends would think that I'm not having enough fun lately because a lot of them have been messaging me, and a lot of the times I'm actually doing some work. But fun, you should be having fun, all right? And that money, you need to try to spend it every month, all right? So at the end of the month, your fun account, whatever it's at, whether it's at $300, $400, $500, $1,000 in that account at the end of the month, you need to spend it every month, all right? Because if you're only working, you will get burned out and you'll feel like it's not worth it, all right? So whatever it is, I'm not saying go out and spend money. If you want to go golf, go golf. If you want to go surf, luckily it's cheap to surf. Like I can just rent a board for a few hours or the whole day for $5 here. So my fun account will not go down because I'm going out surfing all the time or because I'm playing ping pong. That's only $1 to play ping pong here. So but whatever it is, make sure you have enough money to have the fun that you would like to have reasonably, all right? So, and then the last one, which I recommend most, I don't know the percentage, but I know most people don't do this. That's your choice, to be honest. But I have a give account, which that money is used to do something good, whether it's somebody who's in need, whether it's to donate to a cause that I believe in, whatever it is. But it will make you, it will change you in ways that you may not even know, or there are different wordings for this give account. I call it give. If you're religious, they call it tithing. If you're not, a lot of people will say that it will just get rid of your feeling of this is not that I don't have enough. Your I can't think of the word right now. Scarcity mindset. All right, so many people, Tony Robbins will tell you one thing. If you're religious, it's another thing. If you believe in karma, that's another thing. So the more good you do, the more good comes to you. Whatever it is some of the most satisfying money you'll ever spend to help something other than yourself. And that money, when you spend it, you know it's not for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this video about that, but I do recommend that you take you can volunteer your time or use your money, but I do recommend that you do give out 10% of your income to something good that's not for yourself. Now, if you would like to add some stuff, now this is what I do. If you wanted to, for example, save for your kids' Christmas presents, you could just Christmas presents, all right? And then you can say, okay, 3%, because it's not going to be that much money at the end of the year. You have 12 months to save up for that. So, or whatever. Let's say you want that to be 2%. You can do the calculation and dedicate 2% to Christmas presents. I don't know, birthday parties. You could be saving for something like saving for a car. So if you want to put some money towards saving for a car, you can put car here, all right? Whatever you want to do with your money, at least make sure that you have your necessities covered, and then whatever you want to do with your money after that, that's up to you. Now you could have an education account, all right? I recommend that you do spend money on your education, whether it's listening to books, audiobooks on Audible, or buying physical books to learn, or buying courses, or going to seminars. I do recommend that you have an education account for those purposes. Now, I do, but I usually fit that into my necessities, so that's fine. So now let me show you exactly how to do this chart if you'd like to do one yourself, all right, or this table. So first of all, go ahead and create, everything you see here. Now, once I'm done once I've earned $1,000 and I put the numbers here, so I go ahead and I take that money from the account that has the $1,000 and I just transfer everything out. So I'll transfer the 300 to the tax account, transfer 350 to necessities, 70, 70, 70 to all the other ones. All right. So now, and then once for tracking purposes, once I'm done with it, I'll come here and check. Okay, I've already done that transfer. I've already put the money in this account. Whatever it is, or I've paid off this credit card. All right, whatever. You get the point. Now, if you want to do this for yourself, go ahead and create and replicate this the way you see it. I'm going to show you exactly how I actually had the automation. That's if you're interested. So at this point, you've got the whole idea, all right? It's taking that money, every dollar that comes in, and you give it somewhere to go so that you don't see it, and it makes it so simple. You don't have to think about it. If you look at your account and you see 350 in there, or you look at your fund account and you see 70, if you want to go out and have a $70 night with your friends, buying alcohol, drinking, or going bowling, or doing whatever, you can spend the whole 70 if you want to, guilt-free. All right. So I should have called this like a guilt-free way of managing money. But all right, now let's go to this one. So you can go ahead and replicate everything here. You decide the percentages that you want. So if you can live on 50% of your income, I understand that's not possible for everyone. If it's gonna be 80%, cool, but you should strive to be at least in the 55% range, all right, or less. So if you can live on 10% of your income, that's much better. So kudos to you if you're at that point. I'm working my way up. I used to be at 55, now I'm at 50, but whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, the next thing you'll do, I'm gonna show you how to create the formulas so that that spreadsheet can work for you the way you want it to. All right, so I know that once I've made $1,000, for every $1,000 or every dollar that I earn, I want 30% to be reflected in this box. All right, so this is gonna be how much tax I need to take out. So what I'm gonna do is hit equal, all right, and then I'm going to, I want this box to equal whatever amount is in this box. So I click this box right here. Multiplied, so I'm gonna press the star, multiplied by 30%, and then hit enter. Boom. All right. So if you didn't quite get that, I'm gonna do it again. So once the tax is done, all right, now this number, my net income, will be, what is gonna be my net income? It's gonna be $1,000 that I earned minus the tax money, which is 300. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. This box should give me my net income, so that's gonna be equal this box, hit the minus sign, minus this box, equal. So now I have $700 that I've earned. Now I need to take out 50%. I'm gonna do equal whatever is here times 50%. That'll give me how much I have to spend every month on my necessities, equal. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna make this equal 700 times 10%. I want 10% to go to my emergency account. Enter. You get the point. So I'm gonna do this for every one of those boxes here, every one of those accounts, and then that's how you do it, guys. So go ahead and create this in any of those spreadsheets that you'd like, Excel, Google Drive, whatever you'd like, or Word, but create a system like this for yourself and it will change your life. You have no idea how good I feel not having to think about do I actually have the money to do this or this or this. I just look at my account. If it has this money, I can use it to do whatever I want. All right. And I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to spend too much this month. So since I don't see it in that checking, in order for me to actually spend more than I have, I would have to actually make the effort and log into another account, get that money transferred to this account before I can spend it. All right. And while you have to do that, you'll really think about it and it'll make you realize, okay, no, I should not be doing this. All right. And I try, this is probably a controversial topic, but I try not to use a credit card right now. I try to use debit as much as I can. Now, if you say, okay, I will not be tempted, I'm going to use my credit card, I'm going to pay it all off every month, then that's on you. You can do that. but I try not to use my credit card for a lot of stuff, so I don't think that, oh, I have all this money in my checking. I try to get that money out of my checking right away. And if I do use a credit card, I pay the credit card. If I do use the credit card, I go to my checking and I transfer that money out right away to pay it off. I don't spend any money I don't have right now. So in a future video, I'm actually going to be, very soon actually, I'm actually filming, in the process of filming a case study right now, going from zero to making a decent amount of money to be able to live off of right now. So if you'd like to see that video, all online, how you will be able to go from zero to making a decent amount of money within a matter of days, subscribe so you can see that video in the next few weeks. I'll be posting that video. Meanwhile, if you'd like to see how much it costs us to live here in Da Nang, Vietnam while living a non-frugal lifestyle, check out this video. And until next time, create a life worth living.